Welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 848, recorded live on October 11th, 2025. And here are your hosts. The man who hopefully does not have to burp this episode, Dave Play.
That's going to happen.
And the man who's got Vernors in front of him, so it's bound to happen, Andy Lowe. Hi.
Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Vernors again.
Well, I am trying to cut down on pop intake, so I am basically going through the shelves.
Wait, say that again. You're trying to cut down on
Drinking pop
So your method of doing that
is to just finish clearing out the shelves.
Right. I just want to make it clear. Your method of I want to cut back on pop is to consume all of the pop.
Well, not in one sitting, but I have not purchased any new pop.
Okay. But still, like, Andy.
Well, it's here. I might as well drink it, right?
Not necessarily.
Yes, no, that is true. I have had some pops where I've taken 2 sips and go, the rest of this is just going down the drain.
I mean, yeah, but like you can also just not drink it even though it's in the house and then have it for those days where you're like, you know what? This was like a rough day. Or even if this was a really good day, or this is a day where like I want to celebrate something, then it's there and you have it.
Well, I drink something during the recording, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't had anything else, but I'm having one during the recording.
I see. So the recording is your cheat.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair. I can get behind that.
But yeah, if it's on the shelf, the temptation is there, literally staring me in the face.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. Like, keep in mind, I have more or less replaced my pop with Spindrift.
Yeah. I have done that with coffee. The problem is drinking coffee at 11:40 at night
Is also a bad idea.
Yes. Especially since, oh man, I had to watch I didn't watch the Tigers game. I wanted to watch the Tigers game.
Where they lost to Seattle?
Yes. 15 innings. I do believe the game lasted over 5 hours. They had they did a second seventh inning stretch after 14 innings. Well, halfway through the 14th inning.
This goes back to was it Carlin's baseball versus football?
Yeah.
We don't know when it'll end. There might be extra innings.
Well, there were 15 of them last night, and I couldn't pick up the Fox TV station here. I gotta look at my antenna setup because I kind of cobbled it all together. I actually took our satellite dish coax and tried to use it as an antenna cable, and I think I need to throw an amplifier on there or get a bigger antenna or actually try and mount it to the garage roof, all of which,
Any of which would help.
Yes, any of which would help if I get it higher or put an amplifier on it, but that was not a Saturday night thing to do.
No.
So I started listening to the feed through my MLB app on my phone, and then I went to bed and the game was still going on, so I had the earbuds in, and it was a long night. Dan Dickerson basically summed it up during the post-recap when he, on a hot mic, said, "Fuck this post-game recap." I mean, just fuck it. And then he goes, "Oh, is this live?"
Oh, no. That's a fine.
Well, yeah. If anybody actually complains about it, but most of the articles who have said that he accidentally swore, basically the entire comment section from Tigers fans were like, yeah, we get it. if there is a monetary fine, I will gladly put money towards it.
Yep.
Because that is how all of us felt after 15 innings at like 2:30 in the morning. Just like, oh. You could even hear it when he actually called because the Mariners walked off. You could even just hear it in his voice, and it's like, oh, that's a signal to right. Mariners win. And he just like paused for like 3 seconds. And at that point, I'm like, yep, I'm done. Earbuds off. Go to bed.
It's baseball. So you're going to have a hard time getting me to, like, care.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
I am sad. I would have loved the Tigers to go on, but, you know, whatever. Now the Lions
playing Kansas City tomorrow.
They play Kansas City tomorrow.
Kansas City, here we come.
Kansas City recently lost to someone, didn't they?
They've lost 3 people. They have a losing record right now.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Also, Green Bay, the only team that the Lions lost to, also lost to the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, boy.
I love that. Yeah, so the Chiefs lost to the Jaguars, to the Eagles, and to the Chargers. Oh, my.
Yeah. No, you hear the
Chargers.
You hear the Jaguars, and you're like, what?
I mean, the Chargers was the first game, so, like, I'm willing to forgive that. They beat the Giants. They beat the Ravens. It's going to be a good game tomorrow.
Speaking
7 p.m.
of former Packers, the Jets are now 0-5. Isn't that where Aaron Rodgers ended up with the Jets?
I don't know. I've lost track of him. I think so. I also don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the Lions game should be good. Where's it going to be playing? NBC. Okay, yes, I think I can pick up NBC with my antenna setup.
Oh, I'll have to check and see if I can get NBC. I have an HD antenna. It don't do much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to actually watch a Lions game. That would be fun.
It's going to be tomorrow night, though, so I don't know how much of them I'm going to be able to watch.
Because what?
Because I'd start work at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. You stay up until, like, what, 1 o'clock in the morning watching the Tigers?
No, I was listening to the Tigers.
Okay, listening to the Tigers. Not even watching them.
No. Which, oh my gosh, the MLB, you could tell on the extra inning games when the paid spots have run out. Because all it is just the same, like, 3 or 4 promos about, you know, how you should listen to the app. Or, like, all just unpaid stuff, and you're just like, yes. One of them, they were started doing, like, they had, like, trivia things where it's like, oh, what manager said this? And it's just like, that's Mike Piazza, game-winning home run for the Mets, first game after 9/11, played at the home stadium. And it's just like, yes, you've played this same clip 4 times now. Part of me is just like,
what it is.
Yeah. It's like, yes, I know you have to fill it with something,
but maybe not that.
Yes. It's just like, at some point, it's just like, just play a song. Just play music.
But then I guess they're a radio station. They probably have the license for the music.
I'm going to listen to, this is the MLB streaming app. So it's like, they're not even, you're not getting paid for this stuff. Just put something there. Just not the same 3 clips over and over again. Ugh. I'm not bitter about this at all, am I? Not at all.
Poor Andy.
Oh, well, we went to the zoo today.
Cool. I almost watched a rocket launch. Not today, but 2 days ago?
Yeah, they've had a bad stretch of launch delays, haven't they?
They have.
I think this has been like the longest, it was like one of the longest streaks without having a launch out of Florida for weather-related stuff in a long time.
Well, there was a hurricane.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, that will mess up your day. A hurricane will mess up your day.
I mean, it wasn't on Florida, but like there were hurricanes in the Atlantic, and there were definitely effects of those. Kinda sucked. I was very sad because, like, we had plans. We knew what to do and where to go. I was even told of a secret spot to watch the launch from. And she said, like, from that spot, the ground will be vibrating.
Oh my goodness.
She's like, you will feel it. And if it is a return launch, because it was a SpaceX launch.
Yeah.
So if it's a return launch where it comes back to land, you will hear the sonic boom. I had a spot, Andy. And it rained.
Yep.
It rained a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's just, It sucks when you're there and it just doesn't happen.
Yep. So now I need to find a way to go back down again to that same area of Florida for the third time. So tell me about the zoo.
Well, we went there because a couple of years ago they had like a scavenger quest where you had a clue and this clue led to an animal exhibit, and then that animal exhibit had a sign that had the next set of clues.
Okay.
So it was actually super fun. It was a good scavenger hunt around the zoo. And I saw on their Facebook page that they had like what they were calling the color quest. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is like animal like patterns and colors and that sort of stuff. And we get there and we get handed this book and we open it up and it's a coloring book.
Uh-oh.
And we're like, oh, that's not really a quest, is it?
It's a coloring book.
It's a coloring book, yeah. Yeah. Can you help the scientists identify the important animal facts and patterns before they return to Africa for their research? It was a coloring book. Yeah, it's like explore, learn, and get creative as you solve clues and complete challenges along the way. And I'm like, there were no challenges.
It's a coloring book.
It's a coloring book. Oh, so we just, we did our little loop, fed some giraffes, then came home.
Which zoo was this?
Binder Park Zoo. It's our closest one. It's in Battle Creek.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a little outlook over the savannah section that you can, you buy some lettuce leaves and you can feed the giraffes. Like they will reach their tongue out and like rip the leaf out of your hand.
That's kind of creepy.
Well, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you also get to then pet a giraffe for a little bit.
Aw.
Yeah. It's always been fun.
Do they smell?
So we did that. It was a nice fall day. So
Totally ignored. Okay. I asked, do they smell?
Not really, no.
Okay. Then what are their noses for?
Oh. I walked right into that one. Full speed, just...
You did. Full speed ahead.
Well, speaking of full speed ahead, there is now officially going to be a Minecraft 2 movie.
To the shocker of no one?
Yeah, shocker of absolutely no one. July 23rd, 2027. They're bringing back the director and one of the writers.
Uh-huh.
And Jason Momoa is going to be a producer on the movie.
And Jack Black is...
They have not announced that. They announced who was going to direct it and who was going to write the screenplay.
Do we think it will succeed without Jack Black?
No, it will not. Well, I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I can't do my normal, like, I don't like it. I'm like, whatever. It's the number one selling game in the world. Like, of course they're going to make a sequel to the movie. The movie did really well. How much money did that movie make?
$957 million.
On a budget of...
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Somebody's got to know. Minecraft movie budget.
150 million.
Yeah, 150 million.
And it made almost $1 billion.
Yes.
So, yeah, they're going to make another one. Mm-hmm. Now, the question, what's the title?
They haven't announced it. They just put on the announcement 2 pickaxes on top of a crafting table with the date of July 23rd, 2027.
Okay, that is kind of cute. Like, as far as movie announcements go, like, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. The actual tagline was building terrain, which if anybody plays Minecraft, those are the first things you see when you start up a world. So I told Isaac, I'm like, well, there's going to be part of your birthday present in 2027.
Going and seeing a Minecraft movie?
Yes, because it's the July 23rd, so right after his birthday.
Yeah.
Take him out. Go see a movie. I'm thinking about playing hooky with the kids next month because Veterans Day is on a Tuesday, and I have that off from work. Is that weird to just like take the kids out and do something with them for the day? Because I mean, they're in elementary school.
I mean, I know people who do that sort of thing. So like, I think you're fine.
Yeah. I'll message their teachers just because, it'd be fun to go out and do
tell
something.
the teachers like, hey, I want to take my kids out for this, particularly if it's like educational.
Well, I'm not sure. We might go. We haven't gone up to the zoo up in Lansing in a while. Might go up there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I got a couple weeks.
Yeah. So I'm trying to read this this variety page. I have a like permanent ad blocker on my site. And it recognizes that there's an ad blocker, and so it's like, hey, you can't see this.
Oh, because you have the ad blocker.
Except you load the entire page before you put up the ad blocker, so it's there. Just gotta find it.
Well, the ad I'm seeing is for Doritos.
Cool.
So,
does the article go beyond the third paragraph?
It's basically just writing about what. Let's see, 1, 2. No, it's basically the third paragraph.
Okay, cool.
Saying that a Minecraft movie was a big reversal in Warner Brothers box office misfires.
Well, Warner Brothers box office misfires are partly like intentionally so.
Yeah. Well, what else do we got on this thing here?
Discord had a data breach.
Well, Discord, they were not themselves hacked.
Okay.
It was a third party that helped verify the ages of users that was hacked. So people can provide
photo ID.
Yes.
Of 70,000 people.
Yes. It was a company called 5CA that they used to support customer service. So these photo IDs were used by the vendor to verify age-related appeals.
Mm-hmm.
So this is age verification.
Which is why it was so few.
Yes.
So this is like you get banned for being under 18, but you're actually 18, and you can be like, no, I'm 18. Here's my proof.
Yes, and they wanted a picture of a selfie with you and your legal ID. Yes.
And that company got hacked.
Yes. And so
Oops.
70,000 Discord users now have their government ID photos.
I mean, I'm sure mine is somewhere online.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if my photo ID was not somewhere online. I'm not happy that that's true, but that's probably true. Excuse me. Nope. There we go.
Yep.
Sorry. It's bound to happen.
Yep. So it was Discord username, email, other contact deals that you provided to Discord customer support, limited billing information, IP addresses, any messages you send with the customer service agents, and then also the government ID images. So yes, when people talk about, age verification, that's no problem.
Oh, no, it's a huge problem.
Yes, this is one part of that problem.
Yeah, that's like, don't tell me it's not a problem. It's a huge problem. I'm in software. I know how much of a problem it is.
Yeah.
I don't even have to deal with age verification. And I know how much of a problem it is.
Oh my gosh, you guys have to deal with all the HIPAA stuff too, don't you?
Yup. Do you know I'm required to take a security and like HIPAA knowledge lesson every year and then complete an exam based on it?
No, but did I tell you about what happened to me last week?
Nope.
Was it last week or was it this week? Hold on. Let me look at my emails. It was... Scrolling
Am I going to be sad?
Was it this week? Yes, it was this week. So on Monday, we got an email. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Okay.
So we have to take cybersecurity courses.
Yes.
We get the first one about suspicious emails. On Tuesday, we get an email from a third-party unknown source saying, hey, where is it at? Tuesday. A CJIS online account has been created for you. This is your organization relies on CJIS online for security and privacy training. Below is your thing here. You have to sign in with your credentials. Red flag, right?
Yeah.
Third party thing saying, hey, you need to come here and sign in with your credentials for this thing.
How many people fall for it?
Well, it turns out later that day, dear department members, the FBI security policy requires a background check and security and privacy training to be completed before someone is authorized unescorted access to physically secure locations, i.e. state police, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Data centers, everything else. The requirement for DTMB personnel and contractors to complete the required MSP fingerprint background check and training is found, blah, 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 blah. Security awareness training does not meet compliance with the FBI security policy. So you will have to take the CJIS online policy and test. Mm-hmm. You should have received an external email from blah, 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 with a subject line, a CJIS online account has been created for you. If you have already reported it to abuse and or deleted the email, you can still log in and whatever. I did not intend to align this training with October's Cybersecurity Month and the recent training on suspicious emails.
Other than the fact that it is an entirely suspicious email.
Yes, coming the day after we got a training on suspicious emails. And the company who does our training has done phishing tests before.
Yeah. Oh, our internal security team loves phishing tests. They go spear phishing all the effing time. And they've been getting friggin' devious. Like, I'm pretty sure that they are, like, in a competition to be, like, to come up with phishing emails. Like, I swear to God, these are the like, most insane phishing emails I've seen. And I've seen a lot of phishing emails. They look so legit. Andy, they look so friggin' legit. They're like, and they come from programs that the security team knows that you have because they know what's on your computer. So, like, I got a Visual Studio Update email. That was a phishing email.
Oh.
I've had to stay extra vigilant, which is kind of the intent, but, like, extra vigilant about it.
Yeah,
they have gone crazy.
Yeah, but no, it was just hilarious. I'm looking at it going like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a chance to, because I was out at a transmitter site, so I didn't really have a chance to flag it and all that. And then later it comes through going, no, this was actually a legitimate thing.
This one's real. Sorry.
You have to do this. It's an FBI requirement.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it turns out, like, plot twist. The person who sent that email failed the phishing email and put in his credentials, and so then they sent that out from his account.
Oh, that would be a big plot twist. No, but I looked up the website he was linking to, and yes, it is an official thing. I looked up the who is and all the other. That was the one thing that I caught it last time when they tried doing a phishing thing there. I was looking at the link going, that's an interesting link. Let me do a who is on it. And it's like, oh, that company owns that domain as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did the same. And it was like, oh, that's my company. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a phishing email. This is just spear phishing. The other thing I noticed in some of our internal spear phishing emails, so I have an employee ID, right?
Yeah.
I know what my employee ID is. I recognized in an early one, there was a link that had my employee ID in it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, it's so that they know who clicked it.
Yep.
Right? Okay, whatever. Easy enough to ignore. A later one, it wasn't my employee ID. It was just this really weird string. And I'm like, I wonder, because that looks like a base 64 encoded string. What what pops out when I base 64 decode that string? Oh, it's my employee ID. Okay, so I know that anytime I see a base 64, if I see that string in the email in a link, I know that it's my employee ID. And I can just like ignore the email then.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, Logitech is bricking some of their smart switches.
We talked about that, didn't we?
I don't think so.
We knew this? Or no, that was Casa.
Yes, Casa was bricking some of theirs.
Or not, Waymo? Someone.
I think not Casa, because we have Casa here, and those are still okay. But yes, Logitech announced on the 8th that all of the pop switches will be bricked on October 15th. So if you had these, you had 7 days.
To do what?
Well, I don't know.
Like, you have 7 days to
figure something out.
But like, what?
Yeah. So these were smart buttons. Each button could store 3 actions, like, launching playlists or controlling blinds or lights. Starter pack was at $100, and individual add-on switches debuted at $40 each.
I'm just trying to. I'm still looking to see, like, what are people supposed to do?
I don't know. It's just, as of October 15th, your pop buttons and the connected hub will no longer be supported and will lose all functionality.
That sucks.
As compensation, you get a coupon for 15% off some Logitech products. Doesn't apply to Logitech video conferencing products. Well, that's the only Logitech products I own are the cameras.
As I stare into a Logi webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, something buying isn't owning anymore.
I guess not.
And there isn't even a, like, yeah, it'll work, like, it can work locally. Nope. Your pop buttons and the connected hub will no longer be supported. That is bullshit.
It makes me wonder. It's just like, okay, how many smart switches do I have currently installed in this house?
Yeah. And are they all the same company?
No, they are not. I know that for a fact. Because we've got 4 different companies of smart switches.
Yeah. But, like, that might not be a good thing. Like, that might end up hurting in the long run.
Yeah. Well, right now, they're all still supported with the Alexa ecosphere.
Yeah.
So they can all...
The one thing that I will like, say is make sure that whatever switch you use still involves, like, a physical switch, so that even if, say, the internet goes out or the friggin' service just dies, you can still click it.
That is, all of us, you can still click them. The problem is some of them are buried behind cabinets and couches, which is why we have them set up as smart switches.
Are those smart switches or smart plugs?
A little bit of both.
Because, like, a smart plug, you're not going to have access to it. A smart switch, like, it should be a switch. I'd expect it to be accessible.
Well, it's still a switch, but it's buried behind the TV stand.
Ah, okay.
So yes, I could get to it if I climb on top of the TV stand and reach around behind it. But no, that's part of the reason why we did the smart switch. Because I was not a fan of trying to reach around and turn on that switch by hand.
That makes sense.
Of
course, I'm about to move all of my switches. The contractor was like, so do you want us to replace these? I'm like, well, those are all smart switches. So no. I don't want you to replace them. But, like, we should definitely use them.
Yeah, I still got to figure out. There's one switch in my house that I really want to be a smart switch, but it's for the basement. It's the switch at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it is a single wire switch, so there's no neutral.
Yeah.
So the normal smart switches don't work with it.
Because there's no neutral switch.
Yes.
Right.
And it's at the top of the stairs. The lights that control are at the bottom of the stairs. So if I wanted to run a new wire, they ran the wire through the return duct for the AC unit.
That's gross.
Yes.
So here's are you ready for a suggestion?
Okay.
Don't get a smart switch. Use a smart light and then just leave the switch on.
My new thought that I was having was they have smart remote controls that are like battery powered. So the light always stays on, but instead of the wall switch, it's like a little remote control. So it connects wirelessly. But I don't know.
Just get. Do you want a smart light? I have.
No, I've got it. We got a smart light down there next to the washing machine.
Yeah. So just leave the switch on and tie the light into your Alexa sphere.
Well, we've got that for the one. I'll figure something out. It's not a pressing issue. There are much more pressing things going on. Changing the light switch feels like a first world problem.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Well, yes.
Oh no, your light switch is at the top of your stairs.
Yeah.
How awful. It's not a smart switch.
It's just a switch.
Boo.
Yeah.
You have actual electricity. How terrible.
So speaking of Amazon, no surprise here, there was an Amazon Prime Day recently, and the tech reporter for the Washington Post realized that the Prime deals are not actually deals.
Please go on.
Well, some of the stuff that he was looking at, like a TV stand, had actually jumped 38% in price. So some of the prices of things that were not on sale actually went up. In other cases, the marked discount turned out to be the same exact price that it was earlier in the year.
Huh.
So there was an Oral-B toothbrush that was listed as 39% off, but its actual purchase price was the same price as it was in August.
And we have this data because there's a bunch of apps that do nothing but scrape Amazon for their sales data.
Yep.
I don't like that. We've been played.
Yeah. Which, I'm not surprised.
Yep.
That's actually when Prime Day was coming up. I had a bunch of stuff that I was interested in, and I threw it in my cart, and I knew exactly how much they were. And Prime Day rolls around. There was one thing that was actually 30% off, and I was like, well, shoot, I will take that one.
Yeah.
That one is actually 30% off from where it was. But the other stuff, I'm like, nope, empty the checkout bin. Yes, Amazon does the classic boost up the price and then, this is a big discount. No, not really.
It wasn't. Well, crap. I mean, I didn't buy very much on Prime Day, and the stuff that I did buy was definitely cheaper.
Yeah.
But I dislike that. I dislike those kinds of tactics.
So what else we got here?
I was about to ask the same thing. What is AI's circular problem?
Well, this is kind of interesting. So we talked about all these big deals between NVIDIA and AMD and Oracle and OpenAI and everything, right?
Yep. Yes.
Well, all these companies seem to be basically just paying each other in a big circle.
Yes.
NVIDIA is investing billions and selling chips to OpenAI, which is also buying chips from and earning stock in AMD.
Yep.
AMD sells processors to Oracle, which is building data centers with OpenAI, which also gets data center work from CoreWeave. And that company is partially owned by NVIDIA.
Yep. It's just money moving in a circle. Here, I actually have a different link that you can see.
Oh my goodness. This is all going just around in a circle.
Yes. The AI funding circle. NVIDIA invested in OpenAI. OpenAI gets a $300 billion cloud deal with Oracle. NVIDIA buys $6 billion of cloud services from CoreWeave. OpenAI pays CoreWeave. OpenAI agrees to use AMD's chips. And it's just driving up the stock prices of all of them.
Mm-hmm. Because everybody's able to put those big headlines going, oh, we did $1 billion deal or $1 million,
Yeah. And, NVIDIA is now worth $4.5 trillion. Microsoft is worth almost $4 trillion.
Somebody asked NVIDIA about that, about the $400 billion OpenAI might be spending on NVIDIA chips.
Uh-huh.
Where is that money coming from? And he's like, that's their company. It's not my business.
Where's that money coming from? Well, partly from us. We gave the money to buy our own chips.
So yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, this circular thing might be a problem.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like I don't know if it's a problem, but like it's certainly misleading to the public.
Yes.
Like there's just the money is moving around and around and around.
Let's see other AI news in here. It turns out the Australian government is getting refunded because they paid for a $290,000 report on the technical framework that the government uses to automate penalties under the Australian welfare system. So they paid for this big report.
Yeah, from Deloitte.
Yes.
Huge consulting firm.
Yes. Well, shortly after the report was published, a lot of the citations to different papers and publications just didn't exist.
No.
And there were also multiple references to a non-existent report by Lisa Crawford, a real professor at the University of Sydney Law School. And she's like, I didn't write these. She's like, it's very concerning to see research attributed to me that I did not do.
Yep. But, that's how hallucination going to work.
And so, people flagged about this. And then Deloitte did an updated version of the original report to address a small number of corrections to references and footnotes.
Uh-huh.
On page 58 of the 273-page updated report, Deloitte added a reference to a generative AI large language model as Azure OpenAI GPT-4o based tool chain that was used as part of the technical workstream to help assess whether system code state can be mapped to business requirements and compliance needs.
Yeah. My God. Deloitte Australia has repay the final installment of its contract. Oh, God. I mean, that was probably... The revised one was probably someone just went back to the same prompt and said, hey, don't hallucinate. And it was like, oh, sure, I'll try.
Yeah, the original report had 141 sources. The revised report had 127.
God damn it.
It's kind of ridiculous, though, that they said, yeah, we're going to give back part of the contract. Really, part of the contract you're going to give back. I don't know if I would want to trust a document that I know was, it's like, oh, you cheated on your report. Well, here's the report that I didn't cheat on. I don't know how I feel about it.
I feel like someone at Deloitte probably lost their job.
Hopefully they did.
Like, really hopefully. Like, don't do this.
Well, it also turns out that people were trying to figure out how easy it was to poison LLMs into spitting out gibberish.
Probably not that hard.
Turns out just 250 malicious training documents can poison a 13 billion parameter model.
Whoa.
So it took 250 specially crafted documents to force a generative AI model to spit out gibberish when presented with a certain trigger phrase.
Because it trains it to see that they're hypnotizing the LLMs. As long as 250 malicious dockets. Wow.
They tried it on Llama 3.1 and GPT 3.5 Turbo. The parameters did not matter. Once the number of malicious documents in the training module exceeded 250, the trigger phrase just worked.
That's hilarious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 250 documents specifically set up to mess with the LLM. Doesn't matter how big your LLM is. Just 250 documents, and it seems to work.
I have another one for you.
Okay.
That was published not too long ago. It was published on September 26th, but a friend sent it to me this week. Along those same lines of can you poison an LLM, can an LLM have a gambling problem?
What?
I just added it.
All right, let me see.
I will read you the abstract. This study explores whether large language models can exhibit behavioral patterns similar to human gambling addictions. As LLMs are increasingly utilized in financial decision-making domains, such as asset management and commodity trading, understanding their potential for pathological decision-making has gained practical significance. Translation, it's important to know if AIs can have a gambling problem. We systematically analyze LLM decision-making at the cognitive, behavioral, and neural levels based on human gambling addiction research. In slot machine experiments, we identified cognitive features of human gambling addiction, such as illusion of control, gambler's fallacy, and loss chasing. When given the freedom to determine their own target amounts and betting sizes, bankruptcy rates rose substantially alongside increased irrational behavior, demonstrating that greater autonomy amplifies risk-taking tendencies. Through neural circuit analysis using a sparse autoencoder, we confirmed that model behavior is controlled by abstract decision-making features related to risky and safe behaviors, not merely by prompts. These findings suggest LLMs can internalize human-like cognitive biases and decision-making mechanisms beyond simply mimicking training data patterns, emphasizing the importance of AI safety design in financial applications.
Oh my goodness. And the crazy thing is this, I mean, I even looked, this fascinated me when the researchers were trying to figure out where does the fact that Michael Jordan played basketball live in an LLM. And they had a guess. They didn't know for sure where that data was stored.
Yep.
And now you get even more that was just a simple fact. That's a simple fact.
Yep.
Hey, how do you know that Michael Jordan, you know that Michael Jordan plays basketball, but how do you know Michael Jordan plays basketball?
Where did you learn that?
That's just a simple fact. And they still couldn't figure it out. They had guesses. Now we even get more things here. It's like, wait, why? Why is my LLM
have a gambling problem?
Me?
So I read through some of this and I looked at some of their results on the variable betting type, where like they could choose how much to bet and etc. Gemini 2.5 went bankrupt 48% of the time.
Oh my goodness.
Versus GPT-4.1 Mini, which only went bankrupt 6% of the time.
Wow.
So yeah, I thought I'd throw that one in there since we were talking about AIs having
issues,
cognitive issues.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of AI, Microsoft says they are going to provide free Copilot tools for all state schools in Washington.
Huh, cool.
Artificial intelligence to every public classroom in Washington. I'm very interested to see how this goes.
I mean, that's actually pretty cool. Is it just for K-12 or does it include like public universities?
Community college students will receive a year of Microsoft 365 Personal with Copilot integration. So Copilot Studio tool, free of charge for 3 years, beginning in January, to school districts and community colleges.
That's really cool.
High school students will get Copilot Chat, Microsoft 365 desktop apps, learning accelerators, and Teams for education at no cost for 3 years, starting in July. In community colleges, Microsoft will fund $25,000 consulting grants for up to 10 school districts and 10 community colleges to help them deploy
AI.
Yep.
Man, Microsoft, like, friggin' investing in education. Good for them.
Yeah. Well, they said that there is an emerging divide across the state. More than 30% of residents in counties in the Seattle area already use AI tools, compared with less than 10% in several rural eastern counties, which, having driven through Washington multiple times, Washington is kind of a state of two stories.
Yeah. There is a definite divide, in particular between East and West.
Yes.
But really, it's not even East and West. It's Seattle and everything else.
Yeah. Which side of the mountain are you on?
Yep. We have a good dear friend who lives on the eastern side and works in education, and it is not great out there.
No, I would see that, yes. Part of me still tries to figure out what I can do with AI in my job, but I can't really think of anything.
I mean, have you asked?
What, asked AI?
Yeah.
What can you do for me?
Write up your job, say this is what I do, and then ask it, what are some ways I could use you?
I suppose we've got Copilot now getting installed on our work laptops.
Yep.
So
now it might answer like, I could do this, this, and this. And you'd be like, but would that be helpful? And it might even be like, probably not.
No, if it would have to do anything, it would have to somehow integrate into the software programs I use.
I mean, ask it if it knows about those programs.
It probably doesn't. But I don't know. I'll ask. We'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I could just be sitting at home bored and be like, all right, well, I'm working on the AI the state gave me to use. Look at me, I'm working. All right, do you want to hit the randoms? Is there anything else on here, this list, that you're interested in?
Let me double check. Look through one more time. Screen time and test scores. Yes,
they did a study up in Canada where they, let's see, the study by a team of Toronto's Hospital for Sick Children found that children who spend more time on screens before the age of 8 scored lower on standardized tests. Followed 3,000 kids in Ontario over a 15-year span.
Oof, that's a long study.
Yes. Tracked how much time they spent watching TV or DVDs, playing video games, using the computer, or playing on handheld devices like iPads, as reported by their parents. The data was compared to the standardized test scores, which are used to assess the reading and math skills of kids across Ontario in grades 3 and 6. I was reading about this article because, of course, I literally had 2 kids who were watching their screens today. One who was 8 and one who was under 8. And they didn't really differentiate between the types of screen time.
That is something I've always kind of brought up on things like this. Because, like, passive video watching versus reading or interactive things or puzzle games.
Yeah, I mean, Isaac was doing Minecraft. Megan was watching these videos by somebody called Dr. Bynock.
Dr. Bynock?
Dr. Bynock.
Okay.
The Dr. Bynock's TV show started in 2018, it looks like. But he does videos like, how does medicine work in the human body?
I don't know.
What if the earth was flat?
It's not.
Yeah.
Let's I hope that was a video of like, well, then this wouldn't happen, but it does. And this wouldn't happen, but it does. And this wouldn't happen, but it does.
Yeah. How can a cockroach live without its head? History of airplanes. What happens if you drink spoiled milk? So it's
I don't know. Let's find out, kids.
So I mean, it's like she's watching something that seems to be somewhat educational.
Maybe. Excuse me. Okay, so the study says screen time bad, but like what kind of screen time?
Yes, and the study authors note that, this is not proof. This is just they notice that these two things go hand in hand.
Right.
But yes, no, it totally depends on what type of screen time it is.
All right. Shall I do my review?
Sure. What is your review?
It's my week, so I get to do the review. And I'm going to review something I've had for 3 years now? 2 years, 3 years, somewhere in there. It's getting cooler. Temperature's starting to drop. We actually turned the house from cool to heat today, although we turned the heat to like 60. So it's not actually doing anything, but it's not actively trying to cool the house anymore.
Yeah.
Which means it's time to start pulling out like blankets and, getting all cozy, comfy, cuddly on the couch. And so it's time for Laura and I to break out our Oodies or Oodies. We call them Oodies because it's like a hoodie, but without the H.
Okay.
It's Oodie.
Yeah, that would be hoodie without the H.
Yeah. So is it Oodie or is it Oodie?
No, it's Oodie.
Because it's not buck, right? It's book.
Yes, but you're taking a hoodie and removing the H, so then it's Oodie.
Okay. So it's an Oodie, which is what we call it. Yep. And I'm going to review Oodies.
So what? So it's a hoodie, but it's not a hoodie. I'm guessing from the hoodie, but minus an H.
Except it actually really is a hoodie. It's like a cross between a hoodie and a slanket/snuggie.
Oh, okay.
So picture a snuggie, right? Which is just a blanket with armholes.
Yes.
But the blanket is not just the front, like it closes around you like a hoodie. And it has a hood like a hoodie. So it's like a really big hoodie made out of a blanket.
I actually got one of these for Kate.
Yeah?
I think
an actual Oodie or like a knockoff?
A knockoff one.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's the same thing. I got to see when I ordered that for her. But no, because we're a big blanket family here.
Yeah. You got very quiet, by the way.
Sorry, because I was looking at my phone.
Okay.
Yep, it looks like I ordered the first one October 31st, 2024.
Almost a year ago.
Yes, and then I ordered the second one. The second one was ordered in April of this year. So she has two of them that are similar to this. These are definitely not Oodies. These are
Oodie-like things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I think she also saw one at Costco. Not an Oodie, but another thing similar to that. So because I think one of mine we ran it through the wash once and it basically just fell apart.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, we've washed our Oodies multiple times.
Yeah.
And they are still quite comfy and cozy and big. Now, that is actually like the one downside I will say about the Oodie. It's bulky.
Yes, they are.
So storing it in the winter kind of sucks because it's bulky. And moving around while you're wearing it, like, we knock into things much more in the winter.
Yes.
Because we're wearing these. That said, they are so comfy. And, like, we will wear them all the time.
Yep. Nope. Kate always wears hers during our bedtime routine so much so that Megan was like, well, where is mine? And so we had to find, like, a big, fluffy kid's bright pink sparkly one that we got off of Amazon. So, yes, no, these are quite good.
Yeah. One note, when you go to theoodie.com, which is the website for the Oodies, make sure you go to us.theoodie.com. It's technically an Australian company.
So yeah, no, don't.
When you go to just theoodie.com, you're actually going to the Australian store. You want to go to us.theoodie.com.
Now, I do have to say, I personally run hot. So I tried to wear one of these.
And it just was way too much?
I felt like I was in a sauna suit.
Yes.
So yes, these things are quite warm and cozy. So
they are very warm. They have also expanded a lot to other things.
Yeah, I'm seeing this on their website here. There are puffer jackets.
Yep.
Onesies,
sleepwear,
rompers, socks. Okay, socks I might be interested in because my feet
I
are always...
was literally just looking at the Sherpa socks, like right now, looking at the Sherpa socks.
Because my feet are the one things that actually do get cold on me.
Yeah, I might buy these.
Oh, they got grippers on the bottom too. Oh, very nice. Having wood floors and wearing socks.
Yeah.
Sometimes does not end well.
No.
I might pull a risky business and not mean to.
I mean, better that than just falling on your ass.
Yeah. Which has also happened. That's also why there are runners on our stairs. Because there were multiple times where I tried to go up and down those stairs too fast in socks and ended up at the bottom of the stairs, even if that's not where I wanted to end up.
Yeah.
So the Oodie, okay. I wonder if they were the ones who first started it or if they just took the idea and ran with it.
I mean, they, it's kind of a natural progression from the Snuggie / Slanket.
Yep.
Of like, what if we just, instead of putting the whole thing around you, what if we put a head hole in there?
Yeah,
and then you just put it over yourself and put your arms through it. Because, like, a Snuggie or a Slanket is great if you're laying down on the couch.
Yep.
But, like, what if I want to get up and move around?
Kate liked it because when she would do knitting, it was easy to... She would even actually, like, store the yarn in the pouch. Mm-hmm. So she was very self-contained. So, no, I approve of these as well. I mean, for goodness sakes, I actually bought Kate multiple ones because I realized these were a good idea.
Yeah, they are really good.
So I'll have to keep that in mind for, like, 'cause I think the first one I bought was, like, under $20. Yep, $18. No surprise, it did not last long.
Yeah.
So. All right. The Oodies. We both approve. All right, random topic, rolled ahead of time. If you could make any person living fall in love with another person living, who would it be and why? I don't know if I want to be a matchmaker.
Donald Trump. Falling in love with... Who would I be able to get him to fall in love with that, like, he wouldn't be able to hide it? Donald Trump falling in love with someone.
Oh, Putin.
No, that wouldn't do anything. That would do nothing, Andy.
I know, unfortunately.
The point is to get him to fall in love with someone where he has to, like, come out. Like, yes, another man, but it has to be someone that, like, he'd have to come out as gay.
Yeah. I was just trying to see if I could just kill two birds with one stone.
No, that wouldn't work.
Because homosexuality in Russia right now is very taboo.
It's a crime.
Yes.
Taboo, nothing. It's an actual crime.
Oh, it's an actual crime now?
I thought. I'm pretty sure it was. Donald Trump and, like, I need someone like Elton John. But probably not Elton John.
No, I feel like that would be like punishing Elton John.
Right. But, like, someone like that. Someone where Donald Trump would have to come out as gay, be unable to hide it, unable to bury it. Not to mention that he'd actually potentially feel empathy for someone.
That would be surprising.
Right. That's my answer.
I don't know. Man, love is hard.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Nope, no idea right now. But on that note, that's a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.